This October 20th through the 22nd, TFcon Orlando at Doubletree by Hilton Hotel Orlando at SeaWorld with special guests Bob Budiansky, Victor Caroli, Dan Gilvison, Gary Chalk, Richard Newman, Alex Milne, David Sobloff, and Casey Kohler. Meet mediocre YouTubers Bert the Stormtrooper, Deluxe Baldwin, Diecast Norbs, Engineer Hoist, Fire Talks, Ghost Prime, Kato's Collection, Patriot Prime, Rodimus Primal, and Treebot. If you see them, make sure and say hi. You'll most likely find them at the bar. That's TFcon Orlando in October. Be there!
Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Ghost Prime, and I want to look at the premium finish Optimus Primal and Megatron from Beast Wars. Now, they're doing these packs, a lot of these 2-packs. Really, the only one I'm interested in is Megatron and Optimus Primal. I never did get the masterpiece of Megatron, and I really wanted it. And this one's really nice. I'm just going to go over comparisons mainly in this video. If you want to see transformations, I do have videos separately on each one of these guys. The only real remolded part is Megatron's head. And this one is actually the T-Rex version. So we've already seen this head before. Please get back, relax, hit that thumbs up button, ring the bell for notifications. Without any further ado, let's get to the review. All right, here's the box that comes with. This is an outer box like most of the Takara or the Hasbro stuff does. That's from Japan. They have an Autobot logo there, which is weird because it's Beast Wars. But it's Transformers Premium Finish logo, I guess. And Beast Wars versus 1, Optimus Primal versus Megatron. And pretty much the same thing throughout. It says authentic Takara Tomy product that's sold in Japan. Premium Finish, same thing on the back. And opening it, we get out. This is really, really big. We get this really nice box art. So this is how it would be sold. If you got it from a different place like Amazon Japan or something, let me get that camera down. So if you got this thing direct from Japan, this is what it would look like. You got some nice artwork on the front end right there, or the front of the box. Nothing really on the bottom. Beast Wars logo on the top. You see this is also a sleeve. Alt modes on the other side. This is pretty cool. I mean, I do like it. And then take off the second sleeve. And you get Beast Wars logo there. Open it up. There you go. This is pretty cool. Now inside, you have the Versus pack. So this is a lot like what the Versus pack originally looked like back in the 90s in Japan. Pretty cool. Pretty cool packaging. The thing is, this is not really like packaged this way. This is just a false sort of front here, right? So you got, let me see if I can get this down. We can actually take a look at this. All right, so this is a false front. Now, if they would have actually made this a whole box, this would have been a lot better. But you got some of the same artwork we saw on the package right there. On the top, transforming and fighting in beast mode. And the picture goes all the way to the bottom. Now back to this. This is exactly how they're packaged. You got the plastic insert. These are frictioned on and tied in with the ties. There's also, I forgot to mention, Maximal and Predacon logos on either side. So getting this out like this. Now I guess you could display it like this with the false front, but it would have to be on a shelf. It doesn't have a back. So that is a real shame that they did that. And he does come, or they do come with collector cards, which is cool, and a set of instructions. All right, getting them opened up and out of the packages is what they come with. So the only accessories you're really getting here is Primal's swords, and they look fantastic. They are done up in just a gorgeous shade of metallic blue and this nice bright silver. They are cast in like a dark charcoal color almost, and these are actually a huge difference than what we got originally with I think it was Kingdom Primal, the very first release. You can see this is actually a much brighter in person. It has a much better shine on it. I don't know if that's coming through on camera, but it really does. It's a much brighter shade of silver there. It overall looks very nice. And even Primal himself, let's get him close up here. See some details. It has really good paint work on it. Got the eyes all painted up there, and it's done in like this like metallic sort of blue color. That's done up. You can see there from the chest. Not paint, no paint on the fur at all, but it is a very shiny plastic. A few other things come through, like you got his toes are also in the blue paint. You just get to see the there. Overall, though, it looks really, really, really nice. I'll do a little bit more of a deep dive with the comparisons, and then we check out Megatron here, and Megatron is beautiful, absolutely gorgeous with this paintwork on it. Even my wife thought it just it looks just really, really good. The eyes painted, there's the teeth are painted. He's got green running down the middle, which interestingly enough, it doesn't have green here. I think I know why, which I'll get into. The green only runs to about there. It doesn't continue on the tail. But overall, I think this looks just really, really good.
I like it. I like it.
All the detail there, the paint. I mean, it's super nice comparison to the. I mean, this is just, it looks gorgeous. It is beautiful. This thing is awesome. It does retain everything the other one does. Like his mouth opens, his tongue is not painted; it is purple, which I don't remember if it was in the show or not. Of course, these are exactly the same as the previous ones. They essentially just the color is different. That's the only thing.
The colors.
So we'll start this comparison here of these two, the Kingdom versions. Let's see if I could get both their heads in frame here. So you can see it is a vast difference here between the different colors. It looks, the gray versus the blue metallic looks really good. The fur is ever so slightly different. I think there's a little bit of a difference, where this one being a little lighter, this one being a little more dark. Not a huge difference, but you can see there the robot mode foot is different. The hands here are blue and gray there. There's a fair amount of differences. Otherwise, these two are exactly the same. You get the same articulation and everything else. You can also see the cannons in here are blue. So I will say that you can see this one kind of falling down a little bit. It's real easy. Just to see if I can demonstrate this. So the joints on it are much, I don't know if that really shows, but the joints in this are much more loose than this one. They're not loose to where he doesn't stand up. He'll stand up just fine. It's just that doesn't have a lot of of strength to it. It definitely has a lot more give. It's really easy to move to the point to where if I feel like if I keep moving this over and over and over again, it will eventually be floppy. It's not floppy, but I feel it's just before that point. But let's get it from the side. Little butt flap to cover the red there. So you kind of see how they look. It's practically the same. So let's get them transformed real quick into robot mode, which I'm sure you've already seen done. So I'm just going to do it off camera. And here he is in robot mode. This is the premium finish one. And I want to look at this head real quick up close. They did a great job painting this head. Just absolutely amazing looking paint. You see it shine and the light shine on it. Nice and shiny, really nice, beautiful paint work on it. All the way around. You have the silver, even a little tiny red right there on the ears. Very cool. Very nice looking. These are done in a different color plastic. You got the crest there, which is pretty close to the original, but also really nicely painted. The waist is different. I like that these are red. I know these are red on the Netflix version. I don't have that version. I always thought it was weird as blue on the Kingdom. Moving down. Really nice paint work on it. So bring in the Kingdom version here for a comparison. You can see how they're different. The red on the Kingdom is much brighter, where it's a darker color on the premium finish one, and you can see definitely the head there, where it just not even close to that one. I don't know if I can get it in camera, but the crest on the chests, all the paint is brighter on the premium finish one, and you have a sort of an outline that's darker blue as to where this is a gray color, but the silver pieces in the middle, and here where the red is the opposite. So it's kind of the opposite of that one. Either way, I think this one looks really nice. The waist is dark like it should be, where this one was like a silver with the blue. This one's like a dark, almost gunmetal color with the blue. Same with the red. All the red is brighter on the Kingdom, but it's darker and not as shiny. So it's got a different sheen to it. I don't know if I get that in camera. So this one's really super shiny, reflective. This has a much more matte finish. Very intentional on the finish of the paints with these. Very, very intentional, which is nice. Also, you get the red dots painted here and there. Feet are also different. Mainly that's just plastic color, but they look pretty good. You can see them from the side and from the front. I think this one, they did a really good job on the paint. And moving on to Megatron. I already showed you the up-close colors of it, so we're just going to go straight into comparisons. There it is with the original. Put these in the frame a little better. So you can see just how different these are. I mean, this one, it's head tails over this one. It looks so much nicer. Also, a lot of this detail sort of helps kind of hide the breaks of the plastic here on the neck and here. Definitely try it. Helps it bring it together a lot more. Looking on the top, you can see where the green is vastly different. Where this is sort of a shiny metallic. This is a sort of a dull, sort of pastel color. And then on the underside, you get like the brown as a tan of this one. And up close on the face there. And as you can see, this, as I showed earlier, this one does not have the tongue painted. But this one does have it painted. Well, maybe it's just the color plastic that it's in there. But either way, that's not, it is different. It's a difference. So I only have 3 of these. I don't have the T-Rex version, but I do have the Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park paint still works really, really well, in my opinion. It looks fantastic. But the robot mode's terrible. But these are the 3 I have. Let's get these transformed, or at least these 2. Now, let's start off with a quick look at Megatron in robot mode, the premium version. And just real quick, let's look at that head. So it does have the T-Rex head sculpt. It has the grimace face, which looks excellent in the animation accurate colors. I don't know if you can see it. It does have the Predacon logo on the crest there, and it is painted all the way around, which is unlike the original version, the Kingdom version. Silver paint, black, the silver bit showing up on the waist there. And I think this is supposed to be a different color, but it has to be plastic. It might be that nylon unpainted plastic. Green for the legs. I'm glad they put that there. You got the blue on the guns for the thighs. The feet are just the dinosaur feet. But man, it looks really good. Also, this arm is done up in the black and like a purple tone there. You bring in the Kingdom version for comparison, and you could really see the difference. Just a massive upgrade over this one. So while I'm definitely keeping this one, I'm probably not keeping this one at this point. I mean, this is such a massive upgrade. I don't have the masterpiece, and this is so much closer to the masterpiece. He's even got these silver on his shoulders there, which completely are absent on this one. So I'll bring back Primal in for the conclusion here. Honestly, I think this is a great set. It is really nice. I wasn't going to get it originally, but I'm glad I did. It is pricey at $100. I'm going to have to see if I can offload my previous versions of these, with this set out, that might be hard to do because this set is actually really, really, really nice. Not having the masterpiece, it sort of fits into my desire to get the masterpiece because this thing looks beautiful. There's not a whole lot of differences on this, but what the differences that are there are really, really nice. So overall, it's a good set, and I think it's a recommend if you don't actually have the originals. If you have the originals and you don't like the colors on them, then I'd say this is a set for you. But otherwise, there's no world of reason to get it. Anyway, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.